Hey guys, back again with another review, and this time it's of Dead in Tombstone from 2013 by Raoul Riney, and it stars Danny Trejo, Mickey Rourke, Anthony Michael Hall, Dina Meyer, and Richard Delane. Now, this is one of those movies where you go in it and you're like, oh, it looks like a western. It's got Mickey Rourke in it, it's got Danny Trejo, Anthony Michael Hall, and you're sitting there going, oh, well, they're not the biggest stars now. But Mickey Rourke used to be great. Anthony Michael Hall was great as a kid acting. He's been good in The Dead Zone and so forth. You're like, this can't be that bad. Well, I put it on. I was like, oh, okay, some good music here. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Turns out, so we start off with Red Kavanagh, played by Anthony Michael Hall. He is about to be hung, and Guerrero, his half-brother, played by Danny Trejo, and the rest of the Blackwater gang, Baptiste, Darko, Ramos, Snake, and Washington, come barging through, shooting people to save him. Now, this is where it starts going bad, because at the beginning you can tell there's some really bad editing and some really bad filming going on. Some of the scenes are too dark, and the editing goes some things like Guerrero is on a horse 1 minute, next minute it's off a horse, next minute it's on a horse, next minute it's falling off the horse. So you know that the editing is not going to be very good. After they save him, they decide they're going to go rob a bank. Once they get to Edendale, they get there, they rob the bank, and Red Kavanagh decides he wants to take over the town because they've got a big mining area, and they decide to turn against Guerrero and they shoot him dead. Guerrero then ends up in hell, where he meets the most boring and slobbish devil I've ever seen in Mickey Rourke. In this movie, Mickey Rourke is dubbed, his voice is altered, the voice is altered, and he doesn't feel like he's really giving it all he's got. He just feels like he's going like this. Yeah, well, you need to think it. And then there's also the thing where Guerrero makes, it's classified as the blacksmith in the movie, even though it's the devil, Lucifer. So when I say blacksmith, you know what I'm talking about. He makes the blacksmith a deal, right? But he will get the 6 souls of the people that turned on him in order to get his soul back and to live on Earth again. And you're sitting there going, why would the blacksmith care? Because the blacksmith would get hundreds of these people every day because we're in a Western setting. Yep, it's in Romania, I think, but it's a Western setting. Now, the town ends up being called Tombstone. And Guerrero ends up back with some really slobbish action, really bad filming, really bad storytelling. It had a great set, but it felt like I was watching a Universal Studios Cowboys display. You know when you go and you watch and they shoot each other and you see them fall off. That's what it felt like. It never felt like I was watching a full-on movie. And that was one of the problems with this movie, was the fact that I didn't feel involved in it. Danny Trejo as Guerrero, it doesn't seem believable. Danny Trejo's a great guy. I enjoy films he's in like Machete and so forth, but he felt miscasted in this movie. Same as Anthony Michael Hall as Red Kavanagh as the main villain. He felt very miscasted as well, because Anthony Michael Hall doesn't look like a villain. Yeah, he can grow a beard, and yeah, he can look really rugged and do funny faces. But I never felt once that he was going to hurt anybody. And the whole style of the shooting and that, it didn't feel westerny. They're in a western setting. This had the possibility of being a really good western. And then they give it a supernatural kind of feel, but they don't deliver because both of them could have made greatness. Nowhere in the movie does Guerrero do anything special other than Red going over him on a horse and stuff and then him getting up. He just seems sweet, like he walks around and just kills people. And it doesn't even kill them in fun ways. You just sit there going, yep, I've seen better. And you just feel bad about saying that because you want to support Danny Trejo's movies. But the problem with it is it just hasn't got any redeeming features. It isn't fun. It isn't exciting. It hasn't got anything that will make you want to watch it again. You only want to fish it off because you might be a fan of a certain character. Now, Mickey Rourke, he just doesn't seem to care about the role at all. His scenes are reused again and again in a couple places, which I think ruin the atmosphere of the movie as well. There's times where he turns up later on and says to Guerrero, "Oh, you've got an hour left," because it gives him 24 hours to kill everybody. Now, I just felt like this stuff had been done better in things like The Crow, you know, where the person dies and then they come back for revenge. And this didn't feel like that kind of movie. This movie felt very slow. The action wasn't great. And it was a B movie that to me felt like it should have been in a C movie because it just never had it never reached the potential it could have reached with the stars it had. Sadly, sadly that's the way some movies are. So overall, I will give it a 1.5 out of 5 because I did get through it. I did watch it. It was okay for a once watch, but the problem is you won't ever want to watch it again unless you're a hardcore Danny Trejo, Mickey Rourke, Anthony Michael Hall fan, or if you're a hardcore Western fan. I don't think you'll like this, but some people will. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a lovely day and see you soon. Bye for now, guys.